So, today we are going to be talking about Bitcoin, and there is a lot to be discussed here with Bitcoin. And primarily, it's because, as everybody knows, the prices of Bitcoin has been dropping. We went from like 72K all the way down to 70K. But now there's a possibility that we could either go down to the sub 50K levels or we can go up back to our 70K levels. But we're going to talk about which one is going to more than likely happen and why that's probably going to happen. So we're going to talk about this today. Remember, I'm not a financial advisor. None of this is financial advice, but let's go straight over this. So first things first, right now we are at 60.2K Bitcoin. That's fairly decent actually. But as you can see, we've had a little bit of a consolidation point here at the bottom. We're really trying to, break out here with Bitcoin, but it's making it harder and harder every single day. If you actually look at this, we're at the support levels on our Fibonacci retracement. And I've been watching this because if we drop below these support levels, that is very serious. Very serious consequences will come if we drop below that support level, because the next support level after that is literally straight down to 50K. So we're literally going to go straight down to 50K if we break this little support level here. Now, the support level we're looking at is really 60K, but the area that we really want to pay attention to, if we break 60K, we do not want to go below 58K, because if we go below 58K, that's pretty much past the point of no return. So if we go down to 58K, we come back down to these support levels. Now, I've been paying attention to the Fibonacci retracements. I've been paying attention to the RSI down here. And I've also have been paying attention to the automated trading indicators that we have with Chart Prime. And all of it is showing that we might be going down a little bit lower. And I'll explain exactly why in a second. So before we go over that, though, right now we're at 60.2K. We're down 3.3% in the last 24 hours here with Bitcoin. And look, there's always a possibility that we don't actually go down and that we just, continue to go up. But we really haven't had a huge major pullback in a very long time. You can actually see since 2022, we really haven't had anything too major. Like we've had, pullbacks from 24K going down all the way down here. So we've seen 24K going down to 20K, right? And then we pumped a little bit more. Then we've seen 30K going down to 25K. And then we pumped a little bit more. We've seen 31K going back down to 25K. And then we've seen a little bit more drops over here when we've seen 48K going back down to like 38, 39K. So it's typically going down by 10K. But we have not had a major drop since before the end of 2022, right? Since before 2022 ended. So all the way from 2023 all the way to right now, which is July of 2024, we have not seen a major drop inside of the crypto market, which is absolutely insane. So there's a few things that you would actually want to pay attention to here with this. First of all, when I look over here at the RSI, the RSI is very, very telling right now. Look at how it's about to cross. Usually when it crosses and it goes down, we have a drop, just like how we did here when it crossed and it went down and it dropped. So it went straight down to that support area, and just so happens to be where our Chart Prime automated trading indicators are actually showing. With this green line here, it's pretty much showing that we're meeting up with that support right down there. So that's a very telling area right there. Also, we're about to have a Fed meeting coming up. We're about to see unemployment rates. We're about to see a lot of stuff coming from, the U.S. markets and all that other good stuff. We have the inflation rate is going to be coming out as well inside of July. So a lot of stuff is going to be happening. So if it's good, we could have a pump and all of this could be invalidated. That's why I said anything could happen, because if we have some good reports, we could pump, all this becomes invalidated and we just go up. But if we have bad reports, then you already know what could happen. It could go down significantly. And there's been a few analysts that have been studying and following these trends. So on crypto.news here, they're talking about the level that we're stuck at. We're stuck between 60K and 64K. So Bitcoin stuck in an indecision trajectory as it fails to break 64K. That's what the Glassnode analysts are saying. So they're saying that it's stagnated between 60 to 64K, indicative of a market grappling with indecision as investors await decisive moments. So another thing that they ended up saying down here is that the range between 58K and 60K still remains as a critical breach area, as a significant number, as they say, which is a very significant support level. And they say this is significant for the short-term holders, because short-term holders are going to suffer losses if we drop below 60K and 58K. So if we go down to the 60 to 58K area, they're pretty much saying that's what's going to trigger the actual drop. If we go down to this 60 through 58K area, we're already at 60.1K. So we're already at risk of a big drop coming in. But one thing that you also want to think about whenever you see the RSI like this, it could always end up, crossing right here and then going right back up. So what that would look like in this area is we go down just a little bit, but then we go right back up because the RSI crosses and goes right back up in a bullish pattern. So let's say we see this again where we're crossing already going downwards, but then we stop halfway on the RSI and it goes right back up. That would probably look like something like this, stopping closer to this momentum wave band around the 54K area, possibly even stopping around 57, 58K, and then going right back up from there. So there's always that possibility that that could happen as well. Now, this is, this is just a projection. Anything could happen after this, but we got to pay attention to all the possibilities that could happen here. Now, they say while Bitcoin navigates this period of uncertainty, Glassnode advises investors to monitor the market closely as movements around key levels like 64K could determine the next range expansion. So pretty much what they're saying is if we see Bitcoin going up to 64K, then that's pretty much saying we're probably going to actually be bullish from here. And that's a very good level. And actually, I like the automated trading indicators with Chart Prime. Link in the description if you're going to check that out. That's what the momentum wave bands that we have here and the buy and sell signals. But what I'm seeing here, whenever it has this little red line forming up here, and then you have the green line forming down here below, it's pretty much showing like this is where our resistance is more than likely going to stop us at. And that is exactly where the level that they were talking about, around 64K, right? Somewhere around that area. If we break that, we're going to be bullish and we're going to go right back up to our 72K areas. And then from there, we also have momentum wave bands. So we know the bottom half of our momentum wave band stops our resistance at 77K. And then we can also see the top half of our resistance wave bands stops our resistance around 88.9K, and could it go higher up easily to 90K. So the bullish scenario looks strong if it does become bullish. It's going to be insanely bullish if it becomes bullish. But on the other hand, the bearish scenario doesn't look like it's going to be too bearish if we go down. So I think if we do continue to go down from here, it's not going to be too bad. It looks like we'll just end up stopping around our 52K area here. That's where our momentum wave band is. And then if we break that, obviously we have levels going all the way down to 44K, which people don't want to hear. And I don't think that anyone's going to let it go all the way down to 44K without buying it up. So that's why I think 52K is going to be that like level where it stops. But you could also see in a scenario like I was saying before, where the RSI stops halfway, and then we have another pump going up, like how I did back there. So if we see the same thing back here, we see the RSI going down here, like it did here, stopping halfway, crossing again, and going up just like it did in this area. It went down a little bit, but went right back up because the RSI crossed. What if it does the same thing again, where it goes down just a little bit, RSI crosses, and goes right back up? So that's when we see this going down to like 55, 54, possibly 57, 58K, somewhere around there, and then going right back up. So that's kind of what we're looking at here. We're looking at a little bit of a pullback. Right now, we're at $60,058. We started this at 60.2K. Yeah, 60.2K. Now we're at $60,058. So this is just, kind of confirming what we're talking about here. We're seeing that pullback in real time. So we're going to have to pay attention to that. If you like these automated trading indicators with these momentum wave bands, definitely check out the Chart Prime link in the description. Very good indicators. They give you these good sell signals where you can make good money on those if you're doing like shorts, or you can get good buy signals where you can make some good monies if you're going longer on your positions. Whether you're doing futures or you're just trading Bitcoin regularly, you'll know if it's saying sell, you're probably not going to want to buy, or you're just going to want to, get the future shorts in. So that's your best bet there. But yeah, it has pretty good call signals. I mean, it called it on February 6th where we had that big pump, and it did not tell us to sell until we start to go down just a little bit. So I think these are very good signals. If you want to check it out, link in the description for Chart Prime, link below. Definitely check that out. And it's looking pretty promising for the crypto market. Like a good pullback is much needed. Like I said before, we have not had a good pullback inside of the crypto market since all the way back here at November 19th. And someone said I should be doing my technical analysis in the daily charts. This is exactly what we have it in today, the day chart here. So yeah, that person wanted to see it in the day charts because usually I like to look at the 4-hour chart because I don't know. I just like the way the 4-hour chart is because I do more short-term trades. So it kind of helps to have these 4-hour charts here because when you look at the 4-hour chart, in the short term, it could look a little bit bullish. It could look a little bit bullish. And I like to do short term trades. So when you're looking at the 4-hour chart, you see that we hit the little support here. And you're also seeing at the bottom of the RSI, we're literally at the complete bottom of it and it's about to cross and go back upwards. So in the short term, we're also hitting the support and we're also on our momentum wave bands for the support momentum wave bands. And the reason why this is so important when you see it all the way down here with the RSI, it's literally about to cross. Like the same thing it did back here, it crosses and it goes up. But when it does that, it's a very small move upwards. It's not a big move upwards at all. Like this one crossed and then it went up just a little bit. This is good. Like the 4-hour chart is good for like shorter term trades. So when you see that it's down here, it's not like it's about to just go pump and just go parabolic all the way up to 7K. When it crosses down there at the bottom, what it's really showing you is like, yeah, it's about to go up. But look at what the momentum wave band's doing. It's creating this red bearish line here. And it's probably going to end up meeting us in the middle. We might go from 60K back up to 61K. And the RSI is making it look like it's more bullish than it is. So I think that's why people don't like to see the 4-hour chart. And that's why they're like, hey, you should do the 1-day chart because y'all are a little bit more long-term, but I do short-term trades. But for now on, I guess for you guys, if you guys want to see it, I'll do the 1-day charts because it shows a better projection for the people that are more long-term on their trades. So we can continue to do that. But yeah, when we're looking at it, it looks like we might have a little bit of a pump coming in. But after that, I do see us going down a little bit lower. But from there, that is when the true growth comes. And we're probably not going to go all the way down to the support area of the Fibonacci retracement all the way down at 52K. I don't think we're going to go all the way down there. But if we do, be prepared for it because you always want to be prepared to buy at the best point possible. And as for the whole of the crypto market, everything is in the pullback range right now. We're having some things that are going up, like the biggest things going up are not going up because of the crypto market. Like we have Cryptex Finance, and a lot of these are cryptos I don't even know about because, there's so many cryptos on the market. I've never heard of Cryptex Finance, but I bet it's probably a good bet. Maybe. I don't know. We have whatever this is, Megalink. We just have a lot of different projects here that are just going off. We got Jesus Coin. So yeah, maybe I'm gonna have to look at some of these projects so we can talk about them. This is looking like a gaming platform, Megalink. Then we got like Jesus Coin here, which is a meme coin that's just going up and it's artificially inflated. As you can see, whenever you see something like that, that's artificial. Someone just put a fat stack of cash in there trying to entice people to buy it so then they can rug pull you. That's what that looks like. And then we got the Daddy Tate. This is Andrew Tate's coin. And I'm actually going to make a video about this because I did not know, but his coin is actually built on Solana. And he's actually been teasing something that's about to happen in 72 hours. And he said that 24 hours ago. That's why it's been pumping. So I'm going to be talking about that. I actually bought some of this coin here because he has a lot of influence. Whether you like him or not, he has a lot of influence. And where there's a lot of influence, there's a lot of money. A lot of people are probably willing to buy this. So yeah, I'm gonna be watching for this. And it says the most popular exchange to buy this on is MEXC Global. And I actually have a MEXC link in the description. If you want to buy it on there, you can buy it through there, and it'll help out the channel a little bit too, because I'll get commissions from your little trading fees. But cheapest trading fees on the market. Definitely check it out. Link in the description for that as well. And you can also check out the link in the description for the automated trading indicators with Chart Prime, all that good stuff. Remember, I'm not a financial advisor. None of this is financial advice. Hit the like button and subscribe. And as always, I'll be back with another video.